Welcome to another episode of Fresh Off the Set. I'm Kari Hawker Diaz.
And I'm Brooke Mangum. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is a fun one because we're talking all about being positive.
And I think that helps at least myself, because like you have a choice of how you can react. You don't have a choice of maybe what happens to you in life, of, the circumstances, but you do have a choice of like how you react. And if you just force yourself to be positive, it helps.
I really do think the fake it until you make it kind of thing.
Yeah.
I know I'm not saying to swallow down your emotions and just keep on like we ride at dawn, but no, I think there really is that choice. You can choose to be positive. You can choose to look at things through a better light, a glass half full mentality. And
True.
I think that really does help, because if not, it's like life is hard, right? Things can be difficult. And if you're starting out your day in a negative mindset, it's only going to go down from here.
It's so true. I feel like that's, and what you just said, starting, I feel like if you start your day on that like positive wheel, it all just kind of like, it's not going to be perfect, but if you start it, you have a better chance. And we do affirmations with our daughter when I'm driving her to school, and it can just be like, I am kind, I am smart, I am beautiful. Like just
I love
something
that.
simple. And then you're thinking positive.
We do the same thing. And the easiest way for me to ground myself in being positive is to do like a gratitude list, right? Because all of a sudden it switches it to realize, oh, wow, like, no, I actually do have these things going for me. So it's easier to be positive when you realize how much good there really is in the world.
It's true. It's so true. And I feel like starting our kids young too helps, because then you just get in those habits.
Brainwashing, maybe.
But it works. Okay, well, I sat down with Johanna Laurent, and she, is like the queen of all of this. So should we just give it a listen?
Let's do it.
I'm so excited to talk with Johanna. Johanna, your work centers on the power of words. Was there a specific moment in your life when you realized language could truly change how you felt or how you show up each day?
When I was in my 20s, I met a man by the name of Andrew. I used to work at a shoe store, and he was my manager. And one day he said to me, Kari, he went, Johanna, just be yourself. I never heard that before. I never heard anyone say that to me. I didn't even think that was allowed. And I never forgot it. It was like an opening to my soul, like to me. Wait, so that was the first time that I remember how that meant so much to me.
Yeah, it just kind of gave you permission to be yourself.
Exactly. Now, I want to let you know I'm 60, right? So back 40 years ago, and maybe in the environment that I was born into, you really didn't use words to edify you. I didn't really hear a lot of compliments in my childhood. It just wasn't a way of being.
Sure. Well, and I think it's, even like I've started doing like affirmations with my own daughter. It wasn't something that I really did when I was a kid either. And I see how important it is. And you say the words we repeat influence our mood, our self-belief, and our resilience. What is actually happening when we talk to ourselves, even in small ways?
It's those little things we tell ourselves, Kari. It's those, I can't do this. Those self-defeating words. They're not many. They're little words, small sentences, but they have a huge impact in our lives, whether negatively or positively.
Oh.
But Kari, the thing is, we don't realize we're doing it because it's like no big deal. Like, these self-defeating words that accumulate into a way of being that we're not present to.
Oh, it's so true. And, for people listening, for someone, thinking words are just words, what would you say to them to help them understand why language matters so much?
I was thinking about this. Words are not just words. Words are a gift from the universe, God, whoever it is that, you pray to. They're a gift for us to use to create the life that we want. If we saw words as a gift, we would want to wrap them up, make them pretty, and give them away to others and ourselves.
Yeah. Tie a little bow on it.
Yes. Words. If words were just words, why does I love you matter so much?
Oh.
3 simple words.
Yeah. That's very true. Okay, I want to talk with you about the idea of one phrase a day. How did this practice come about, and why is simplicity so important for lasting change if we really want it to last?
Because simplicity has a larger impact on us. For example, you ever been like a goal that you want to accomplish or something that you want to do and you feel challenged and maybe a little like insecure of accomplishing?
Oh, yeah.
But if you at that moment that you're like in that moment and someone just said to you, Kari, you got this. It kind of like, yeah, right.
It
Or
gives you
you
that
just said it just
motivation, right?
Yes, it's so simple. It's like a droplet in big moments. For example, when you want to give up, when you're exhausted, you just want to give up, and all of a sudden you look across the room, and you see a sign that says "Never give up." You literally think the universe is talking to you, and it is. But never give up never mattered. You heard that a million times, but it only matters when we want to give up.
Yeah. Yeah. In that moment when you really need to hear it. And it's interesting. It's one little phrase or one little word, and it can make it so powerful enough. Why do you think that a phrase, like what makes a phrase so powerful enough to shift someone's entire day or their week or their month or even their year?
Because it's the little things, like we started the conversation earlier, it's the little things that we repeat that define the day, the moment, and the life.
Yep. It's the little things. And, what would be an example? Can you share a phrase, Johanna, that has personally helped you maybe through a challenging season of life?
Yes, I'm going to give you, so the name of, so I created this pocket-sized book, right? Now, the way it works, it's you don't open it from front, you don't read it from front to back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a phrase right now for whoever's listening so that we could be like creating this in the moment, Kari.
Oh, I love
So,
this.
right? Okay, so we're just going to open it because it will be the perfect phrase for this question that you just said. What is the phrase that kept me going? That kept me overall
Mm-hmm.
in the present moment. Okay, here it goes. Believe you will. I'm an entrepreneur, right? So as an entrepreneur, you really have to have a lot of guts because you're not you're not relying on a job. You're relying on yourself and this creation that you created.
You got to believe you will.
You better believe you will, because if you don't believe you will, it will not happen. This doesn't just exist as an entrepreneur. I'm a mom, I'm a daughter, I have a community. Like, I have to believe that I will, because how much power is in that? If you believe you will, then you are your own superpower to make it happen.
Yeah.
And if you feel like you need someone else to make it believe you will, there'll always be that insecurity, that doubt that's not needed, because you will it in. You will it in. That's, you know what it is like. I have this amazing husband. He's a genius. He's an artist. And sometimes in my marriage, I would like step aside. He's a genius. He's an artist. He's a creator. And I would be like, what he says, like, does he believe? Like, does he believe in what I'm doing? And one day I checked myself. I said, wait a minute, Johanna. You believe you will.
Yeah.
And it's funny. It actually, when I believe I will, I can see others' greatness. I can believe in what they're sharing with me on the things that they want to do, because I understand my own confidence. And when people tell me things, I'm not a doubter. Like, I'm not a downer. I don't know what they call it, Debbie Downer. That thing. Like, I'm like, actually, yeah. Oh, you say you can write that book? Oh, yes, you can. You definitely can. You could write that song. You could get married. You could do whatever you want. You know why I'm so confident in saying it? Because I believe I can.
And it's so powerful when it starts with you, like the light that shines out and the ability for you to shine when it can start within. And you often say emotional steadiness starts with intention, not circumstance. What does that look like in real life, especially when things feel so overwhelming? Life can feel so heavy.
If you get enrolled in all the circumstances and everything that's happening outside of you, you give away, you're not in the present moment. But when you are aware, you have intention. You get up in the morning and you say, no matter what is happening, no matter what you're up against, you say, you know what? Today is a great day. Something good is going to happen today. Just by saying that, it's almost like giving permission for the world to gift you. And you expecting it, you start seeking, because what we focus on is what we attract. So we focus on the good. What happens? The good grows. And before you know, you're seeing more good. If you're grateful, you're being more grateful. What happens? Your life multiplies.
Yeah, very true. Is there an intention, like a simple example you could give to us that we could wake up with, just even if it's a small intention for our day?
You know, the title of the book I made is called Everything is Perfect. And some people challenge me. They're like, how could you say that? That even sounds like a bit arrogant. No. You know what? I actually created this and I used to say this all the time, especially, being a mom and marrying kids and everything. My life could be definitely become overwhelming. And I would go home and I would say, you know what? Everything is perfect. And when I would say that to myself, it would calm me down and bring me to the present moment. And I would see the miracle in that moment. And if I was up against it and did not know what to do, and I just said, everything is perfect, it's working in my favor, I would calm myself to see what's the next move. You know what it is, Kari? No matter what we go through in this life, as long as there's breath, like we're breathing, there's more to life. So if we are up against a very difficult challenge, we lost somebody we love, something totally unexpected, a tragedy, when we breathe and know that we are still living, that this too shall pass, and that I will once again experience joy because I'm still alive.
I love that. That's very inspirational, Johanna, that, it will pass and we'll get through it. And, like bouncing off of that, how can someone take accountability for their joy without, we don't want to dismiss that there are hard emotions and real challenges?
Yes, I don't want people to think like, oh, Johanna, or like sometimes we say, I don't want, it's not about being positivity. Like, not, it is about being positive, but not in the way that it's inauthentic. You see, when a friend or someone is sharing something with you, Kari, right? And you are really listening to them and you come from a loving space, what you say to them with grace can actually lift them up. If you say like, oh, just get over it, or oh, this too shall pass. You have to be careful how you say those words, because somebody's like, Johanna, I just lost my son. How could you even say this too shall pass?
Yeah.
How could you? They could be like, wow, this woman has no empathy. So as long as you're being authentic with your positivity and have compassion, the right words will come for you to communicate, and you will encourage that person to keep moving forward. A soul is so delicate and so beautiful. It really is. I really believe that with all my heart.
Sure.
And that is how we have to be with ourselves and those around us. And when I mean that, when you can be with that, you are the cause of your own joy. Think about, Kari, how powerful is that? That if I seek peace, I would have peace. That I don't have to wait to anything outside of me cause my joy. And that's huge. When you can get to that, that means you start seeing life unfold and you really see the grandeur of it. And the love that you experience, it's almost like heaven on earth. In fact, not almost, it literally is.
It is.
Heaven on earth. Yep.
Absolutely. Well, how long would you say it takes, like it typically can take, for people to notice a shift when they start, if they're new to this idea and they want to start making those changes and, say a couple wonderful things to themselves in the morning and throughout the day, and they, how long will it be till they notice a shift when they start practicing intentional language daily?
Okay, so I'm going to give you something. My mom was sick and she has so many friends and such a large family. And every time they would call her, she would talk about how, the update of a medical, her chart, and everything would be like, I'm sick. End the conversation. I said, Mom, do me a favor. Every time someone calls you, just say, getting better. She was like, but just mom, just try it. And she would just say it. At first, she would be uncomfortable because she's like, I'm in pain. But little by little, she started getting better. And before you know it, she was completely healed. The thing is that sometimes we're sold, the world sells us with instant gratification. Forget about that. Don't buy into that. Because think about it. Those of you that are mothers and you're giving birth, come on. Those contractions were real. Right?
Yes.
They were real.
Amen.
They were real, right? But look what happened when you gave birth. A miracle. Did you even think about those contractions when that miracle, that joy happened? No.
Nah.
So give yourself grace and give yourself a chance for it to work for you. Because another thing they might say, Kari, but is this really going to work for me, Johanna and Kari? I've tried it. I've said I'm good enough. I'm good enough. I'm good enough. I'm good enough. And it hasn't done anything for me. Are you serious? Is this really going to work? Yes. As long as you don't give up. For example, every morning, my husband used to make fun of me, but now he does it too. I get up. Today is a great day. And I stretch my arms. I say, today is a great day. And I say, thank you, God, for waking me up. Because I get to get up. I never want to take that for granted.
Yeah.
Thank you, God. And when I go to bed at night, I go to my husband, I go, what was your favorite moment of the day? And and he goes, this was, and I go, and I start thinking about my favorite moment of the day. Sometimes I have to search because maybe I had a tough day. But as I search, I find them. And then I go to bed with a smile in my face. Start simple. Kari, you want to open up like 3 phrases that people can start with?
Yes.
Like, we'll just open it up. Okay.
Yes,
so
let's do this together.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. So this is 3 phrases. I'm literally, as we speak, opening the book for everyone listening. So we'll do 3 phrases. Here we go. This will be the first one. Keep believing. Oh, perfect. That's the key. You ask that question.
Consistency.
You say, yes. Repetition. The same way, can you imagine we created our life and the things that didn't work, we did? Now, what if we say, I'm going to recreate that portion. I'm going to declare a different outcome. So guess what? It didn't happen overnight. It happened over time. So keep believing.
That one's good.
Yeah, I know. I love that one too. All right, here goes the next one. The next one is focus on the good.
Ooh.
Focus on the good. The good will grow. Whatever you focus on grows. I'm going to give you an example. My toughest time in my marriage was when I would focus on all the things that I did not like about my husband.
And that's so easy to do. It's so easy to fall in that, right?
But check it out, right? And I love my husband. But guess what, Kari? When you focus, and you keep focusing on that, and you keep focusing on that, it grows. That emotion grows.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I hate you. Now, I don't hate you. So remember, focus on the good.
Focus on the good.
When you go to your company, when you go to your office, when you go to your closet, when you go to when you have your meal, when you speak to your kids, when your house is in chaos, just focus that everyone is home, everyone is healthy. If you're up against it and you're sick, but you have someone that's taking care of you, focus on that. If you can move one arm and the other one you can't, focus on the one you can move. Mm-hmm. Find good in whatever it is you're going through. All right, next one.
Okay.
Here you go.
Number 3, drum roll.
Ready? Oh, perfect. You ready?
Yep.
You are priceless.
Oh, that's so good.
You know why? There's not enough money in the world that could ever put the price on the soul and the gift that you are to this world. Mm-hmm. You are priceless. And when you own that, you realize that with or without anything, you are a gift.
Those are so good together. We just woke up and we thought, keep believing, focus on the good, you are priceless. Like, that's a great way to start your day.
Exactly. And in other words, instead of saying you're priceless, so you're going to say, I am priceless.
Yeah.
I am. And then you know what? It's almost like even an abundance of wealth can even come to you with that. Because it's like, wait a minute. You just took up the cap of your limitation. Oh. You just said limiting beliefs out of here without even saying it.
Yeah. Johanna, tell us about the books. We want to get to that too.
Okay, so I created. It's pocket sized. It's small. It's so simple. And every word in here, I was very careful that it would not hurt your soul, that it would only lift it up or love it. And it's pocket sized. It's called Everything is Perfect. You could get it on Amazon. You could get it at Positive Phrases. You could get it at TikTok shop. Find it, grab it, and put it in your purse, by your bed, in your glove compartment, because you don't know when you're going to get triggered. And the reason I say this is because we don't know when our last day is on earth. It's not about being morbid. It's just making sure that every day you live it.
Yeah, that we are living it. Yes. And it's so fun to just open it up and see what's meant for you to read that day. Your books are so small that you mentioned to carry anywhere, which is so cool. Why was the portability important when you created Everything is Perfect and Stop?
Because I knew that, I'm always on the go. And I realized that you just don't know. You just don't know when you're going to get off the present moment. Yeah. So this is a tool. It's not even a book, because, Kari, the way it works is when you just flip the page, you'll always be the perfect message for that moment. Yeah. And you'll see that for yourself. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good. You're such a light. You glow. I can feel it through the microphone. I love chatting with you. I wish we had longer. We're going to wrap up right now, though, really quick. Before you tell everyone where we can find your books again. We do Fresh 5 to get to know you a little better. They're just quick questions, quick answers. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Milkshake or smoothie?
I used to be milkshake, but now I'm doing smoothie.
I love both. I'll take both. Okay. Are you more of a book person or a movie person?
I love books.
Especially yours. So good. Okay. Are you an online shopper or do you like to go in store?
I like online. I'm an online shopper, but I miss the in-store. I really do. It's because you meet people, you smile at people, you interact. I miss that social. So I noticed that I'm more interested in going to stores now.
Okay. I love that too. Okay. Do you like to camp? Do you like to go camping? Or are you more of a luxury hotel person?
Hotel.
Me too. Same. Okay. This last one, number 5, Johanna. What is making you smile right now in life?
That I'm making a difference.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And I know you have with many people listening right now. Where can we find your books and follow along?
Everything is Perfect. You can find it at positivephrases.com.
Positivephrases.com. Okay.
And on TikTok, I do videos. I'll do little videos of little messages. I'll have a breakthrough and I'll be like, oh, let me share that, because it's simple. We don't have time to go through this whole big scenario. So I like to keep things short, to the point, and authentic. That's the thing. So you can follow me at Positive Phrases Inc. INC.
Positive Phrases Inc. Okay. Should we leave as we say goodbye? Can you open that book one more time? Should we leave everyone with one phrase to take their day?
Well, most definitely. We're going to do that. Ready? Okay, Here we go. Celebrate life. Yeah, you know why celebrate life? Because sometimes we think it has to be a big moment for us to celebrate it, but it's all those small victories that need to be acknowledged as well. The small victories. We don't give ourselves credit for the little things we do that lead to the big things.
Yeah.
Celebrate life. Enjoy it. Celebrate it.
I love that. We'll leave everyone with celebrate life. And we're celebrating you. Johanna, thank you so much for joining me today. Appreciate you. Can't wait to talk to you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Kari.
Of course. And thank you for listening to another episode of Fresh Off the Set. Please rate, review, and subscribe. And we will see you next week. Congrats, you made it to the end. If you want to continue to freshen up your day, you can watch us on Fresh Living every weekday on CBS Channel 2 in Utah at 1 o'clock. You can also watch us on our YouTube channel, KUTV Fresh Living, and follow us on social media. We will see you next week.